Hi, my name is Carissa. Your site was referred to me to do a review on for Foot Doctor or Podiatry in San Antonio and Austin, Texas. And just basically, I'm going to go over your website here and kind of show you some ways that you can improve it. One of the very first things I notice here is when I go into services, I don't see a drop-down menu, and that's definitely something that does affect your rankings online. And then as I come down here, actually, I would be able to, yeah, when you have the plantar fasciitis and stuff like that, that's good that you're targeting these areas here, but I did notice that there's quite a few where you're not targeting, and that does affect your ranking here. So when I go into Google and I put Foot Doctor San Antonio, I can come down and I don't see you guys anywhere here. And as I come down even further, I don't see you anywhere in this top area here on this front page. I'm not even sure if you're on the second page, so let's take a look real quick. And when I see stuff like this just tells me that your keywording is not to point and something that you can definitely improve on to help your website out. So once I see this and that kind of gives me an alert, then what I do is go on the back end and I use two different tools that I utilize to kind of see what's going on with your website. So the very first thing I'm going to show you, this is called Majestic. You can go on it yourself and do this all yourself. And this is kind of like the trust, and the citation flow is like how many times your name, address, phone number in a percent scale of 100. That tells me how often that, uh, what the trust is, and how Google looks at you. So generally, I like to see these numbers above 10. A trust flow of 0, really, quite honestly, is very bad. It's either because you have a lot of spam going on or because there's something that's just not right. So if I take a look here, these are your anchor texts. This is what would be highlighted and hyperlinked to your site from other sites or within your site. So it looks to me like you're sending confusing messages because you're sending stuff about nail care, and then you have this big long message here, how to shop for shoes. So Google's not sure really where to place you, and so that's why your trust flow is so low. So when I hit here and hit anchor text, whatever word is the largest kind of signal that you're sending out to the web. So your actual web domain is that. And then you have all these weird little strange ones. So, and these aren't bad. It's just that they're not the ones that are going to bring you traffic. So what do I mean by that? So let's go to what's called SEMrush. This allows me to look kind of like at the back end of your website and kind of see really where are you getting your traffic and how many keywords are you really showing up for. So to be honest with you, 34 keywords is not very much. And the majority of your traffic, if you look here, is these top three right here: Podiatrist San Antonio, not bad, but you're in the 19th position. Barrett Foot and Ankle, and Podiatry San Antonio. One thing I noticed that I thought was very, very interesting is that there are people actually looking for you. So if you look here, the volume that is being searched for Dr. Barrett is 1,300. Yet you guys are not getting any traffic from that. And that, I'm going to tell you, is because you probably aren't talking about yourself. And in this case, it's a good thing that you would do that. I also noticed it down here. Let me see. Um, there was another, here we go, Michael Barrett. Um, that's a little bit higher number. I like to see them in the thousands. And once again, you're not getting anything from it because you don't have a page. You're not focusing on it. Here it is again. I'm not sure what this is with two T's. Look at that traffic that's coming in just for that name. So even if it's a different Michael Barrett, if your name is Michael Barrett, then you need to be talking about yourself because you're missing out on some traffic. People are looking for you. All right, so one thing that I noticed that I didn't see in this top thing was the term foot doctor. So that's why I came over here in foot doctor, and let me show you why that's important. So if you look again, your ranking for your traffic is coming from these volumes of 720, 20, and 40. That's very, very low. I want you to see what happens when I put in here, I put foot doctor. I want you to see the traffic that you're missing out on simply because you don't have it on your site as a dedicated page, or you haven't dedicated to that and you don't have anchor text sent to that. So let's just let this load up so you can kind of see. Whoops, it might have been kicked out. There we go. So foot doctor. And you're going to see down here the volume for foot doctor, and this is kind of the volume that you're missing out on, and that's just one keyword. So look at this, that's huge. 33,100. Foot doctor near me, 4,400. These are just all little things that on a blog or on a page within your site, you want to make sure is being mentioned. So when I said when we go to your services and we hit this and there's not a drop down, that's going to impact the way that you're ranking as well. If I come down here, I don't even see foot doctor in here. So I can put fungal infection, if I put up there, and I'm hoping to see it up here as well. But again, the further out you get from your root domain with these keywords, the further away you are from ranking for that. So it's good that you have this, but this, in terms of, the content, it's a little bit lacking. You always want to have the pinpointing laser. You always want to have a lot of content to start to rank for things. And the secret is, you know, making sure that you have this in the right place. This, you might even want to have something like how to get rid of fungal infection or toe fungal infection. There's so many different ways that you can add to your website and really start to dominate your area and all the different little services that you offer. So if you're interested at all in finding out more about your website, I work with Brandon. He's out there in Texas, and we can speak with you about helping improve your web presence and getting you to show up in these places where, we're putting Foot Doctor San Antonio. Even if we put, Hammer Toes San Antonio, is that something that you're going to show up for? If it's not, why is that? How can we get that to happen? A lot of it has to do with, yeah, see, you're not even number one here. A lot of it has to do with how much content you have and how you set up your website. So, and just by looking at this, I can tell that this is something we could definitely help you with. So, if you're interested in getting any help, please reach out to Brandon or myself. My phone number is 724-650-3114, and Brandon will be the one to reach out to you to see if you got this and what you thought of the video and stuff. So, we wish you the best, and we hope to be working with you soon to help you out. Have a nice day.